Tutorial number 4, SME Business Ethics. Objectives of this module. A brief look at the learning objectives of this online training module. Defining business ethics. To fully appreciate the context in which this module will be discussed, it is necessary to define business ethics and understand its role and function with an organization. Case for improved business ethics in Trinidad and Tobago. In this section, we will review the results of the local study conducted as part of the Energy Chamber of Trinidad and Tobago's project aimed at improving corporate governance locally. Corporate governance, relationship and function with business ethics. A brief overview of corporate governance principles, benefits, etc. in relation to business ethics and third-party risk assessment. Implementing business ethics. Overview of corporate governance. Findings from local mapping study and an overview of the Corporate Governance Maturity Assessment tool will be discussed. Legal requirements. The legal basis, both local and international, under which local organizations are required to operate and the implications of these are reviewed. Business ethics. The module is primarily focused on business ethics in a company. What should a board of directors be looking for and expect? A detailed presentation of these core elements of an ethics program will be conducted. By the end of this module, the reviewer should be able to outline the benefits to be derived from corporate governance. Be aware of the principal laws of Trinidad and Tobago which deal with the board's responsibility in relation to business ethics. To determine their company's principal areas of exposure to ethics risks covered by foreign legislation affecting businesses in Trinidad and Tobago. To describe the main components of a third-party compliance program. To describe the main elements of a business ethics system. Be able to make the next steps to strengthen their company's corporate governance system. Chapter 1. Corporate Governance and Business Ethics. Overview of corporate governance. Business ethics and corporate governance go hand in hand. Corporate governance involves a set of relationships between a company's management, its board, its shareholders, and other stakeholders. It provides the structure through which the objectives of the company are set and the means of attaining those objectives and monitoring performance are determined. Good corporate governance should provide proper incentives for the board and management to pursue objectives that are in the interests of the company and its shareholders, and should facilitate effective monitoring. This from the OECD Principles of Corporate Governance, 2nd edition, 2004, page 11. Similarly, ethics in the business world is not only about global conventions and statements. It is also about meaningful actions and a personal commitment to live and work by ethical standards. Corruption and unethical business practices distort company resources and deter investment by entrepreneurs and investors. Competition, efficiency, and innovation are further undermined by unethical corporate behavior when market signals such as product quality and competitive pricing are not observed. Both involve the administration of internal and external relationships in an organization in the best interest of the organization. That is, acting with the intent of and commitment to try and improve our own well-being and that of others, both inside and outside of the company. Business ethics and corporate governance are founded on similar principles. The essence of both are grounded in do what you say you are doing, or walk the talk, and do the right thing. That will increase your well-being and that of others. Therefore, compliance with law is a minimum standard. Organizational values include transparency, fairness, accountability, and corporate responsibility, honesty, integrity, and sustainability. This requires leadership and commitment. The benefits of a business ethics program. In creating a business ethics program, organizations gain process benefits through 1. Effectiveness, which means that areas of work are not chosen by chance, but rather by addressing the most important issues first. 2. Efficiency, Results are achieved with the smallest possible outlay of financial and human resources. And 3. Adaptability, to change circumstances, including the emergence of high-risk situations. Practical benefits include integrity and reputation. An enterprise's reputation for integrity is important for building customer loyalty, recruiting and retaining the most professional and honest employees, becoming the business partner of choice, winning local community acceptance, and increasing access to capital and credit. Lower risks. A responsible business develops a process with which it identifies, assesses, and manages a whole range of factors liable to pose a risk to its social and financial performance. These processes help owners and managers plan, organize, and control the enterprise's day-to-day operations to minimize risks to its capital, earnings, and reputation. Lower costs. A business ethics program provides employees with clear guidelines on a host of day-to-day activities, such as how to administer bids and proposals, how to negotiate contracts, how to use confidential information, how to avoid conflicts of interest, and how to work with customers, suppliers, service providers, and competitors. These guidelines for conducting day-to-day business activities can reduce costs. The cost of bribery, kickbacks, and other forms of illegal or corrupt conduct is not only the amount paid out. Protection from unethical employees and agents. The enterprise itself is oftentimes abused by its employees and agents. The embezzlement of company funds is a prime example. Cheating on time cards or walking off with supplies and tools, while relatively minor offences, can add up to significant losses, sustained each year by large and small businesses alike. A business ethics program is designed to establish standards and procedures for preventing and detecting violations in the trust placed in employees. Expanded access to capital, credit, and foreign investment. A business ethics program may increase a responsible business's attractiveness to investors. Before making a loan, international lending institutions and domestic banks perform due diligence to determine whether an enterprise is well managed. Improvements in performance, productivity, and competitive position. A responsible business improves efficiency and effectiveness by enabling stakeholders to work closely together based on mutual respect, shared values, and mutual trust. Such efforts lead to what one author refers to as invisible savings by discouraging employee conduct which may be harmful to the enterprise but difficult to detect and measure. Larger profits and sustained long-term growth. Engaging in responsible business conduct does not always deliver immediate results. However, in time, a business ethics program, including infrastructure and processes for continuous monitoring of compliance with laws and ethical requirements, should help an enterprise become more reliable and stable. A business able to demonstrate its ability to prevent and detect violations of laws and ethics requirements earns greater confidence from its stakeholders. This confidence can lead to an appreciation in the value of its stock, wider access to capital and credit, new clients, customers and partners, and more opportunities for expansion. According to the OECD Principles of Corporate Governance, 2nd edition, 2004, page 11, corporate governance involves a set of relationships between a company's management, its board, its shareholders, and other stakeholders. Corporate governance also provides the structure through which the objectives of the company are set and the means of attaining those objectives and monitoring performance are determined. Good corporate governance should provide proper incentives for the board and management to pursue objectives that are in the interests of the company and its shareholders and should facilitate effective monitoring. Corporate governance is founded on 4 key principles. Transparency, a willingness by the organization to inform and communicate beyond compliance. Fairness, the fair treatment of all minority groups and stakeholders. Accountability, it's all about being accountable, duties and responsibilities. Corporate responsibility, ensuring sustainability by taking the environment and society into consideration. The Global Corporate Governance Forum cites several benefits to good governance within organizations. These include improved access to external financing. Good corporate governance systems attract investment from global investors, which subsequently lead to greater efficiencies in the financial sector. Lowers the cost of capital. Investors who are provided with high levels of disclosure by well-governed companies are likely to provide capital to those companies at lower costs. Improves operational performance. Effective corporate governance adds value by improving companies' performance through more efficient management and better asset allocation. Increases firm valuation and share performance. Research indicates that investors are willing to pay an additional price, a corporate governance premium, for shares in well-governed companies. Reduces the risk of corporate crises and scandal. A company with good corporate governance practices will, by definition, have an effective risk management system that is more likely to cope with corporate crises and scandals.